Like the hairstyles of the 80s, some furniture fashion belongs in the past. This vintage 9-drawer dresser has beautiful structure, nicely created wood drawers, but it's a little bit dated in color and design. However, I think I can fix it. Let's start by removing this large Gothic hardware. Luckily, it was just held on by 4 screws, which are easy to get off. And when I took it apart, I discovered that it was in multiple pieces. So I could take off these large decorative pieces, and I might be able to repurpose the original handles to give it a little bit more of a sleek, modern look. We'll see how they look once it's all done. Now, I'm going to skip the boring parts. I am going to do a little furniture repair here, but I'm not going to go too much in depth into how I clean it or how I sand it, because there's a lot of furniture videos that do that. So let's just jump right into making this beautiful. Here I am applying my primer. This is Zinsser primer in white. This is essential to cover up the old wood and make sure that none of the tannins bleed through. I did give it a light sanding before putting this on. And you'll notice I'm wearing my respirator mask because this has a very strong scent and I don't want to inhale those fumes. After priming, I am putting a Wise Owl 1 Hour Enamel paint on in the color Fauna. This is a gorgeous cream color that will go with really any other color that you use in your decor. So we're going to do all of the drawers. Remember to do a light sanding in between each paint coat. This is what makes the difference between a good and a great finish. It ensures that it gets all those little bubbles and lint. Now that this piece is sanded down, I primed and painted it, and I kept the base and the top, the original wood. Now it's time for a satisfying paint pool. I just love that. It's so great when it comes off nice and clean like this. So after sanding and conditioning the top, I'm doing a paint wash. This is to reduce any of the orange tones and just kind of lighten the color of the wood a little bit, but allow that beautiful grain to still shine through. I'm using the same colored paint that I used on the body of the dresser in a 1-part paint, 5-part water mixture. I put it on, don't let it dry. Then I wipe it back off with a lint-free rag, and I do this 2 times to get the color and the look that I'm going for. Once the paint wash has thoroughly dried, then I go over it with a polyacrylic top coat and a matte finish. Here you can see that it is absolutely beautiful. So you can still see that beautiful wood grain, but the colors have been toned down a little bit. So now I'm putting these vintage door handles back on. I think they work. And here we go. Here's where we started and here's where we ended. Now this beautiful vintage piece has retained much of its character, but it's going to fit in much better in a modern house. I hope you enjoyed this 4-minute flip, and I'll be back next week with another one. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.